Time now for your transfer.
The final stages of negotiation and set to be signed by the more lucrative offers from England and abroad to stay at Manchester United.
Oh yeah, it's difficult here, trying to keep your eye on two entrances. We're at one entrance, but of course, as often happens, players decide to use the other entrance, and who we knew had started his medical over the weekend has arrived in the last half an hour at the other entrance at Carrington here to, we think, complete that medical. And you would imagine that deal, hopefully from United's point of view, heading for closure and sorted, because they're desperate here for new faces in, and faces as quickly as possible. So he is in the building, and as I say, hopefully going through the final stages of that medical. Also in that entrance in
the last couple of minutes, drive himself in the same car we saw him going to the training ground in yesterday. You can see him there, sunglasses on, his family alongside him as well, as he goes through and prepares.
Manchester United are preparing for a significant defensive rebuild as the club moves to correct long-standing issues that have repeatedly undermined consistency and results at the back. At Manchester United, decision-makers are increasingly aware that defensive instability has become one of the key barriers to sustained progress in recent seasons. Injuries to key defenders, combined with ongoing uncertainty over the best centre-back partnerships, have exposed structural weaknesses that opponents have frequently exploited. These problems have not only affected the backline, but have also placed additional pressure on the midfield and goalkeeper, forcing the team into reactive rather than controlled defending in many matches. As a result, the club is now actively exploring major reinforcements in the transfer market. Recruitment discussions are understood to be centered around a highly rated young centre-back, who has emerged as a leading target for a potential £70 million move. The profile being targeted reflects a clear shift in strategy. Manchester United want defenders who are not only physically dominant, but also comfortable in possession and capable of developing into long-term pillars of the squad. Alongside this priority target, the club is also evaluating several alternative options. These include a mix of promising young defenders, with high development potential, and more experienced centre-backs, who could provide immediate stability and leadership. This dual-track approach highlights the urgency of the rebuild while ensuring that short-term competitiveness is not sacrificed for long-term planning. Versatility is another key factor shaping United's defensive recruitment strategy. Modern top-level football increasingly demands defenders who can operate across multiple roles, whether as traditional centre-backs, wide centre-backs in a back three, or even full-back hybrids in possession-heavy systems. The ability to adapt tactically is now considered essential for squad depth and game management across a long season. The overhaul is also part of a broader structural reset within the squad. Club leadership is aiming to build a more balanced and resilient team, with a stronger emphasis on youth development, tactical flexibility, and long-term squad cohesion. The defense, in particular, is seen as the foundation upon which future success must be built.